What's up everybody, it's Seth from Fowler Customs, and today I'm counting down the top 5 most hyped sneakers in my collection. Before I get into the list, I just want to thank the Snups app for sponsoring this video. If you don't already know, Snups is a great app for storing your collections online so that people can see them. For example, I'm currently working on putting all my sneakers in my sneaker collection into digital shelves on the Snups app so everyone can see them. I have each shelf organized by brand so you can go through each brand and wow the shoes that you like. You can check out my collection so far by following me on the Snups app at Fowler Customs. But without further ado, let's get into it. So as I mentioned, this video is about the top 5 most hyped sneakers in my collection. To be honest, it's mostly Adidas, but you know what? My collection is always changing. I'm always buying and selling shoes, so it's always fluid, but right now I'm really feeling Adidas, so that's what I've got. But before I start with number 5, I just want to show you guys some honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is, of course, the Adidas and Reigning Champ Ultra Boost collaboration. This is a shoe I picked up not too long ago. I got super lucky and was able to pick these up in store for retail, which is crazy to me. This also might be my favorite Ultra Boost just because I love the color scheme. I love the sort of staticky pattern. I love the prime knit weave pattern. And I mean, it's just a clean Ultra Boost. The second honorable mention is, of course, the Chicago ones. These guys dropped in 2015. I wasn't lucky enough to grab them off the app or off the website. I actually had to buy these resale, which was kind of a bummer, but sometimes you gotta. These guys are super clean, super classic. I may not like the color blocking as much as the Bred ones, but it's still a dope shoe. And for those of you guys wondering, the Bred ones will not be on this list. But moving on to number 5, it's the Air Jordan 1 Shattered Backboard. This is also a shoe that dropped in 2015, and it's kind of set the bar for quality on Air Jordans. The leather's on point, the craftsmanship is perfect, the colorway is pretty clean too, and of course you can't beat those little details like the shattered backboard on the insole. It's just a crazy shoe. It's also Oriole colorways, and even though I don't really care about baseball, I am from Baltimore, so dope. Coming in at number 4 on the list is the Pharrell Human Race NMDs. Now this is a pair of shoes that I got super lucky on because I got them on the Confirmed app. But not only did I get them on the Confirmed app, but I also got the color that I really wanted, which, as I'm sure you know, the Confirmed app is kind of a bummer all around. So the fact that I was able to get not only the shoe that I wanted, but the color and the size, that's crazy. I do really dig the way the shoe looks, but it's kind of a bummer to get on your feet, and that's also true for the next shoe on the list. Coming in at number 3, it's the Adidas and Kith Ultra Boost Mid collaboration. This is a shoe that's definitely near and dear to my heart just because it's such a different silhouette. Not only is the colorway crazy, but this Ultra Boost silhouette is something that Adidas has never done before. It's also somehow more comfortable than the regular Ultra Boost, which I didn't think was possible up to this point. But like I said with the Pharrell NMDs, it really is a bummer to get on your foot. But that's really the only downside. Coming in at a fitting number 2 on the list, it's the Yeezy 350 V2. I've had a couple different Yeezys in the past. I had the original 750s, I had the Pirate Black 350s, but I've got to say the V2s are definitely the most comfortable Yeezy silhouette on the market. I can't say that with 100% certainty just because I've never even tried on the Nike Yeezys, but I mean, I can assume that this is probably the most comfortable Yeezy. Out of all the V2s, the red and black is definitely my favorite colorway. I couldn't really get behind the gray and orange one. It was a little too much for me. The tan and the copper colors weren't bad, but there was something about the red and the black that I just really dug. But I do have to say it is definitely more of a pink or a salmon than a bright red, which, to be honest, isn't the worst thing. I don't mind it, but this is definitely a clean silhouette. Of course, every sneaker on this list I've posted on the Snups app in this new shelf called Most Hyped Sneakers, and to be honest, I'm kind of looking to grab a new grail, so if you guys have any suggestions, make sure to leave them in the comments on any of the pictures in that shelf. I may pick up one of your suggestions in the near future, so make sure to leave those comments and I'll post a video if I grab them. And finally, moving on to the number 1 most hyped shoe in my collection currently, drum roll please, the Adidas Yeezy 750 in the chocolate brown colorway. Now, if you've been following my videos for a while, you know I live in a tiny closet of a room, and because of that, my collection is very fluid, so there's always shoes moving in and out. But right now, the most hyped shoe in my collection is, of course, the Yeezy 750 in the chocolate brown colorway. I really love this shoe, and I know a lot of people kind of hate on the styling of the 750s. They say it looks like an Ugg boot, especially the chocolate brown colorway. But there's just something about this silhouette that I just think looks sick. It's got sort of this urban modern look to it, which you don't see a lot on sneakers. And also on this 750, they cut out a lot of the rigidity around the ankle, so it's a much more comfortable shoe to wear. And the quality of the suede is just next level. It's just a really well-made, well-executed silhouette. And of course, it's a Yeezy, so that's why it's hyped. I love that strap. But that wraps up the top 5 most hyped sneakers in my collection. Thanks again to the Snupps app for making this video possible. And if you haven't checked it out already, make sure to do that by clicking the link in the description below. My favorite part of the app is the community aspect of it. I really enjoy being able to share the things that I love with you guys. It's just such a cool thing. And of course, the best part about it is that you can do the same thing too. You can create shelves of all your favorite things. It doesn't have to be sneakers. I've been kind of toying with the idea of creating a shelf for my sweatshirts. I really love crew neck sweatshirts. I don't have too many of them, but I'm trying to grow my collection. So make sure to download Snupps if you haven't already and follow me at Fowler Customs. I just put out a video on how to take great pictures for social media. So if you're starting a Snupps collection and want to have the best images possible to show off your collection, make sure to check out that video in the link at the top of the screen. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to Fowler Customs if you want to see more content just like this, and follow Fowler Customs on Snupps, Instagram, and on Twitter.